Hello there, Reddit uploader by the name of, well, let's see who you are here, nickyboy. I decided to take your replay because I like the title of it, but there's just one complaint that I've got about the submission that you've made to Reddit. It says, early pull into economic boom. That basically gives me an idea of just what's going on here, so I'm going to try and cast it with the best sense of suspense that I can, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the game. How about it? Okay, so there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Breaker. Welcome to the show. Oopsie, looks like our Zerg in the lower right-hand corner actually made the mistake of misclicking his drones. Actually, probably holding, if not clicking the stop button. But lower right-hand corner, our Zerg in the red trunks. His name is nickyboy. Upper left-hand corner, spawning is our Protoss in blue trunks. His name is X from the SxB clan, Ike. Just call him Ike. Yeah, sounds good. Well, Breaker's a happy man, and I figured I'd go ahead and iterate on why, if you guys didn't mind. And the reasons are actually particularly simple. I've finally been accepted on my study abroad program to Korea, and what this means with this program in particular is that I am going to have free dormitories. And interesting to note that Nickyboy actually just went for a double extractor trick. We do have a probe coming down now, so I'm a little bit curious. I mean, nickyboy is at 12 supply. He's floating 200 minerals. And he throws down a pool. Alright. There we go. Okay, but it looks like we're going to have Ike's probe coming in here and seeing that it is, again, a particularly early pool. I do fear just a little bit for the safety of Ike in this game because he doesn't seem, he doesn't have that forge down yet. He's going to throw it down immediately. But again, I'm thinking what we see from Ike is simply a huge mistake. He probably thinks this is actually a particularly ordinary spawning pool. Maybe he plays with health bars turned off. I don't play with health bars turned off, but I cast with damaged bars on only. And it's looking like that forge is going to be finishing up just a little bit too late. We already have the lings in production. Yes, we do. We have 3 pairs of links in production. Pool's finished, and Ike's gonna see that he's gonna have an opportunity to actually throw down that, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh wow, that's a very interesting opener from nickyboy. I never actually looked at it that way, but, uh-oh. His probe's gonna go in here, and he's gonna see, oh no, he doesn't see the lings actually! Oh man, sorry about that. I actually misclicked there. But, he's gonna come into main, and is he gonna see the lings? I didn't mean to hit the back button, by the way, guys. Wow, he doesn't even see the links moving out. That is particularly bad, guys. Not as a player, but I mean, that certainly yields a lot of potential for damage to be done. Pylon now going down. I'm thinking this probe is going to be rather oblivious to what's happening here. Question is, what can he do in response to this? Well, we don't quite have a full wall off yet. There's still a huge window of opportunity for the links to get in and past that cannon. It's looking like there's going to be maybe 4 of them getting in. Yeah, 3.5. Actually, 3.5. Yeah, better statement. And the question is just how much damage are they going to get done here? Alright, so... Ouch. Ike. It's going to take quite a bit of economic damage here, and there it is, the surround by the lings. That's actually pretty strong. Wow. The surround by the probes. They actually haven't gotten a single probe kill yet. Jeez, I just keep on getting emails left and right. Stop it, Papa John's. I only went to your website once for pizza GG. Just stop. Alright. Yeah, who didn't want to support the Team Liquid Pros then? Now, here's the problem that we see with what's happening for Ike. He's actually getting no time to actually get some mining time done. If we could actually see him, like, I don't know, right-click on this mineral line right here, that would actually be good, because then all of his probes would get pulled, and if the links tried to engage on him, then ultimately that would force the... Oh, geez, see, and that's the worst part about it. He's actually getting worker kills with it. That is to say, nickyboy is. He's already at 3 bases secured. Excuse me. Wow. But this is so much damage done in the way of a delayed economy. It doesn't really matter so much the fact that he waited to get a zealot out to really deal with this. It's just the fact that he's had to pull his probe so much. I mean, just look at this. He's been stuck at like 200, 300 income per minute for the longest time. That in itself, I mean, that was for like 2 minutes that he was stuck at that, as opposed to his Zerg opponents. Let's see, 38. But I will definitely have to remember this opener. Very, very, very interesting choice by nickyboy. The question is, how are we going to see nickyboy follow this up? I do have an energy drink right next to me, that's why you heard me smacking my lips like a rude little screwball. Anyway, so the overlords are spread out, and now Ike is basically left with the notion that he has to return economic damage, which is not a false concept. He's actually much further behind than he should be at this stage of the game. He's got... It's not so much the fact that he doesn't have the ideal amount of probes because he had lost 4 of them, but really it's, I want to say, a matter of just the fact that he had so much delayed mining time that he doesn't quite have his infrastructure where it should be. Now, this is going to do maybe just a little bit economic damage in the essence that drones, or not drones, but larvae will be turned into lings, not drones. And now we see the zealots pulling out, and that was basically a huge mock-up by Ike, you know. But nickyboy again going ahead and just calling his bluff on that. Got 10 lings all the same, it's alright. You could use them for scouting, I guess. Also, the biggest problem that we see here is that there's no full wall off just yet. And nickyboy, what on earth are you gonna do, bro? Let's see where this goes. Alright, pneumatic carapace on the way, interestingly enough. Well, never mind. I like to get myself that. I like to get that one myself a lot in the early game. Plus, I'm thinking that he's thinking that something is particularly strange because it's been like the 7-minute mark and we don't see any particularly good tech, even though he's sent a bunch of scouting units in. Like, he's sacrificed 2 overlords, he got no scouting vision. He's probably thinking, okay, hit the tech, hit the tech, hit the tech. I gotta make sure my overlords are safe. You know, that kind of thing. But honestly, this is looking like a kind of ordinary follow-up from Ike. I'm just thinking that perhaps in the mid to late game, he simply won't have enough production to keep up. Alright, so continuing forward, we actually have Hydras entering the mix. We've got, you know, again, nickyboy on tier 2 tech. Hold on, I'm gonna get control X real quick. That's super confusing. Groove Spine's now on the way. This leads me to believe that perhaps, just perhaps, we already have muscular augments, which allows for Hydras to move faster off creep. But Glio Reconstitution is also on the way, and, you know, I want to say that ideally, Roach Hydra versus this composition would be more than acceptable. But again, it's not quite the full-blown answer, or so I feel. Now we do have a double Overlord sack going down here, and they're gonna try and figure out just what's going on, and he now knows. Now Ike's trying to make up for this deficiency by going for an extremely early 3rd. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It's actually a very good idea. And the rocks got taken down here just as some Hydra showed up to the party, and it looks like he does in fact have muscular augments. If I had to guess. I don't know, I'm actually using the ESL Dravern interface. Excuse me, no, I'm wrong. He doesn't have speed upgrade for Hydras or Roaches just yet. Alright, so Phoenix is going to chase down this Overlord. Results in a temporary supply block. But at the same time, you know, it's still a very valid supply block, if that makes sense. Like, we actually see our Zerg no longer able validly to produce anything else. He makes 5 more Overlords in response to that. And it looks like, I want to say, our Protoss' original intentions of doing some economic damage with his Phoenixes or his Void Rays has been totally destroyed. And now it looks like we just have nickyboy able to go in there, wreck house, and essentially take everything down from there. He's got to throw down, he's got to deal with the 3rd here, it's going to fall, there's no getting around that. And of course the Protoss army is stuck here wondering just, okay, what the heck do I do? And honestly, he can't. There's no production here in the main or the natural. There's only 3 gateways. And it looks like nickyboy just found the right time to actually move in and attack. He's on full production mode. He's on all-out offensive. And honestly, Ike is floating a lot of minerals behind this, a lot of resources altogether as a whole, because he just doesn't have the infrastructure it takes to make zealots, to make the stalkers that he needs, so on and so forth. Now we see a beautiful surround going down by nickyboy as he graciously embraces the natural of his opponent and tries to kill him right here, right now. But for the time being, it looks like he's got pulled back. One hero immortal with about 6 kills on it. nickyboy still charging in. Now we have Ike basically supply block that I don't see him being able to hold on much longer. I mean, this doesn't quite have the infrastructure. He's only now getting that. Again, you know, where we are at this stage of the game. Cannon's going down now as last form of defense. You never want to mass cannons, guys. Both players supply block, but of course it is in favor of Nicky. There we see the GG from Ike. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked what you saw here today, just go ahead and click on the subscribe button. This has been Breaker. I will see you guys next time. Oopsie. Didn't mean to do